My name is Monique Ransom. I graduated from Firestone High School, and I'll be attending the University of Akron in August. And basically, the 330 program is about 23 students that come together and make an impact on our youth community with dropout rates. So every 26 seconds, a child drops out of high school. So we're taking back the stat.
This is an initiative, Wheels for Education, and I want to thank the mayor of Akron, Don. In the city of Akron, again, I really appreciate it. I want to thank Superintendent James and from Akron Public Schools, Desiree, for you guys giving me another opportunity to be able to have something like this and be able to give back to these kids. And also our great partner, State Farm. Also want to thank everything that you guys do, because you mean a lot, not only to the city of Akron, but to America and across the world. So really want to thank you.
About this event, LeBron, that makes you come back year after year, want to do this, bike through the rain, all that stuff?
Well, you've seen the kids out there when we was pulling up. That's the best thing about everything that comes out of this, is that these kids get an opportunity to benefit. From me signing on to do an initiative like this, from State Farm being a part of it and backing it, the Akron Public Schools being able to back it, but these kids got an opportunity to benefit, from it every single day. So that's what drives me every single year to come back to my hometown and to be able to provide an outlet for these kids. You've seen them out there; they were yelling. Kids don't mind being in the rain, so it drives me.
This question is for LeBron. Ryan Dumont, APS 15. Just wondering how the 26-second campaign inspired you to turn the King for Kids Bike-a-thon into the Wheels for Education.
Well, I think with the 26-second initiative, every 26 seconds a kid drops out of high school. We all sit here and think about it. I think it's outrageous. For me to be able to use my power to shed a light on that situation, to be able to better it, it was a no-brainer for me. So, for these kids to understand how important education is, I think, like I said, it was a no-brainer to be behind it, get behind it, and to change the platform of the Bike-a-thon to Wheels for Education, because education is huge. It's very important. And what we've seen the last few years, we've seen a lot of schools being shut down. We've seen a lot of kids dropping out of school. We've seen a lot of after-school activities being shut down, sports, music, and things like that. Like I said, me being able to use my power and get behind an initiative like the 26-second program and, have this great city be able to support me, it was a no-brainer.
With this kind of support here, what does that mean to the city after everything the last year?
Well, first of all, I want to say to LeBron, and he's usually good at this, when you say hometown, you automatically say Akron. And he always does. That's the funny joke about this. He's here in his hometown, he said hometown, everybody knows Akron. Every time I've heard him on national TV, maybe international, he said, my hometown, Akron, Ohio. It's a great thing for us to have him back. And he and I have talked, anybody can make a second-guess decision about anybody's decision in life. But I just said it out publicly, I just said it in an event earlier. I believe LeBron is a better person than he is a basketball player. And I believe he's the best basketball player that ever lived. So that puts it in perspective. Because he cares. He gives back. He don't have to do this. Riding around the city street, taking a chance on falling or something, giving back here and have some jerk yell something, like they yell at me. All those things that you have to do when you're in the public life. He's doing it to give back, and there's a sincerity inside of him that he picked up when he was young. I told people all over the country, I've argued with mayors about him, but it's the proof here to come back and give to a program that I describe as an all-star program, because our after-school program is now recognized as one of the top in the country, and LeBron supporting that in his hometown, Akron, is a great thing, hopefully, to tell other sports figures and a whole lot of other folks that made it, hey, you didn't make it on your own. LeBron recognized probably when he was 14 that there are a whole lot of folks, like everybody in all of our lives, no matter what we're doing in life, that we've made it something, whatever it is, could be the top mechanic or something. We'll get back to somebody and teach them something. And so I think that's the greatest story here about LeBron personally. And I want to argue with anybody who wants to talk about basketball, too.
Brian, just the event's 360 children this year. How quickly do you want to see this accelerate? 360 is a lot of kids, obviously, but there's a lot more out there. What kind of growth do you see with this?
I mean, we hope we continue to grow it every year. I mean, we could have started with 500 this year. We started with 500. The more kids that we reach out to and to be part of this program, the better off we'll be. I always said that the kids are our future. I kind of just always look back on my situation. When I was growing up, being part of a single-parent household, and a lot of after-school activities, a lot of mentors helped me get to where I am today. Coaches and my friends' parents. After-school AAU programs. After-school boys and girls programs that helped me get to where I am now. So it was never just me by myself, and I recognized that when I was 8, 9 years old when I first started playing the game of basketball and playing sports itself. So I understand what a lot of these kids are going through at this age now.
This is for LeBron. Allie LaForce with Fox 8 News Cleveland. It's so much more than just a free bike and a Nike backpack. Can you sort of explain why the 2-week educational program is so important and what all goes into that?
I think it's self-explanatory. Just like you said, it's more than a backpack. Nike backpack with supplies. It's more than an HP computer. It's more than giving away a bike. It's actually putting these kids into a program where they actually get to learn. They actually get to use these supplies. They actually get to use this computer to get a head start on things. So to have the 330 ambassadors be able to lead these kids in the right direction starting now is, I think it's a great start.
Andy Stack for LeBron. Talk to me about the importance of giving back to the community and why, for athletes like yourself, it's important to be well-rounded.
Well, I think I said it before. I think anytime you get an opportunity to shed light on a situation, like I said, with the 26-second program, every 26 seconds, a kid drops out of high school. To be able to shed light on a certain situation, a statistic like that, I'm all for it. So these kids are benefiting from me signing on, from this city backing it, from Akron Public Schools backing it, from State Farm coming along and backing it as well. So it's only important to you if you have a love for it. If an athlete has a love for it and giving back, then you should do it. If not, then it's not going to look authentic and you shouldn't do it. But I really care, and I understand, like I said, being an inner city kid, being a kid that didn't have much and lived off a dream and had people that helped him get to that dream. So it's just natural for me. It's just natural.
And before we take one more question, Superintendent James, if there's anything you'd like to add before we take on another question, please.
Sure. I think the difference between this program, it's really the level of support that LeBron has personally committed to seeing these kids all the way to 2021 and to see them successfully graduate. And this is just one of our initiatives on making sure that every kid who graduates from Akron Public School is college and career ready. That's a very important piece for us. And having the right tools in terms of technology for these students is going to give them a big step up on the competition because we live in a competitive world. So I'd like to thank you.
On the note of a competitive world, you've had 7 weeks since the NBA finals have been over. You're a student of the game. When you look back at what happened during those finals, what are the lessons you take about that you want to do differently for next time?
Right now I've just been focusing on being a better player. Working on my game every single day. And like I said, the Dallas Mavericks was a great team, and they deserved to win that championship. And I just use that as motivation coming into this season. So just driving myself. I love the game so much, and you always want to be victorious, but when you're not victorious, it's how you bounce back. And I'm in bounce back mode, and I've dedicated this off season to myself being a better basketball player.
What are some of the specifics you're doing to get better?
Everything.
And with the lockout, we saw Drew Brees take a very active role in the NFL lockout with their negotiating. Peyton Manning, Tom Brady put their names on a lawsuit. What role do you intend to take in the NBA lockout?
Well, like I said, I'm very passionate about the game of basketball, and I've been working towards an upcoming season. I'm very optimistic about Billy Hunter and the owners getting the deal done. I love the game that much, so that's my focus right now. My focus is having a training camp next month at the end of the month and being ready to go.
This is both for LeBron and Superintendent. How did you choose, LeBron, to partner with Akron Public Schools for this initiative?
Well, first of all, I went through Akron Public Schools until I went to high school. I understand a lot what these kids are going through. Like I said before, I feel like I am part of Akron. I've grown up in Akron. I know every street corner that Akron has to offer. So, like I said, it was a no-brainer. Akron Public Schools came to me and came to our office with this initiative to better kids. Anytime you say better kids, I really don't care what it's about. I'm always up to listen to it.
Yeah, Akron's a very collaborative community. The partnership that I have with Mayor Plisquelic and the schools, we just work together, pool our resources to bring whatever we have to do to help our students. And so we've had some very successful partnerships with LeBron and the LeBron James Family Foundation in the past, and this is just what we hope is a long-term relationship with the foundation and with LeBron for the benefit of our children.
LeBron, even for somebody who's seen so much as you have, how overwhelming are these couple of days for you? You got these kids out here today, you've got Boys and Girls Club being renamed for you tomorrow, the event at St. V tomorrow night. I'm guessing it hits home pretty hard?
Absolutely. Like you said today, with all these kids starting this initiative and all these kids being able to benefit from it, and having education being the platform of it. Tomorrow, being able to give back once again, at the Boys and Girls Club, and to see kids once again benefit from it, being able to have an opportunity to go somewhere after school and have fun and having people around them to better their lives, and then you always hear me talk about St. Vincent St. Mary. If it wasn't for that school, I don't think I would be where I am today. There was another mentor. That school itself was another mentor to get where I am today. So being able to be inducted into the Hall of Fame for a wonderful school is very overwhelming. And I don't know the emotions that's going to go down with it, but I know I'm extremely humble, I'm extremely proud to be an alum of St. Vincent.
Aaron Coleman, St. Mary, class of 2003. Talk to me about what it was like. Talk to me about what it's going to be like to be inducted into the Hall of Fame of your alma mater, our alma mater.
No, first of all, happy to be a classmate of yours. Like I said, it's humbling. When you're going through school, you're going through school getting an education with your friends, playing sports, you're having fun. The fact that you would never think about being in the Hall of Fame in any school or anything that you do. So, like I said, I'm humbled by it, and I'm very proud to be an alum of St. Vincent St. Mary. You guys hear me talk about it all the time, no matter if I'm in Miami or from in China or I'm here in Akron, Ohio, or I'm in LA. No matter where I'm at, I represent the Fighting Irish, and will always represent Fighting Irish, because, like I said, it was another mentor in my process of becoming who I am today.